Hey, hello, my friends. Hope everybody's well today. I'm Paul Apollonia, eBay seller, and also sell on other venues like Amazon and a few others. But my main source of income is eBay. I'm going to show you what I sold for last week from June 8th, 2020 to June 14th, 2020. Again, I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's staying cool and calm during these pandemics we're into right now. Things are opening up a little bit here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then close it back down again and opening up. It's just kind of crazy out there. Just be careful. Wear a mask if you must. Just be healthy, everybody. All right, let's get this show on the road. I mainly do parting out of items is my main thing I sell on eBay. I also do a lot of consignment for people. Consignment is not for everyone. Just to make sure you find good clients. I'm working on a very affordable course on consignment for you guys. And I also do a little thrifting, and people give me a ton of things. And I do lots of eBay training. Don't forget, I'm still offering my course for $1. Check those. Check that link down below, and you will see. Let's get this started. I've got maybe 10 items. I sold a lot more than this week. I also did some training, did a set of headlight restoration for somebody, and did a few other things. I always believe in having a side income. Online reselling is almost my full-time gig now. So let's get this show on the road, as I like to say. Very quickly, I'm sorry, my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the video if you find this helpful. Like the video if you find this helpful. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm always giving you tips and tricks on eBay and other venues and stuff like that. I'm also giving you things on being frugal. This video here, I just replaced the rear tail light in my daughter's car yesterday. I did a video on that. So tips and tricks like that on how to save money is my big thing. Love saving money. Sorry, I was hitting the wrong key there. Okay. All right. First item I sold last week, cigar boxes. I told you before, I'm a cigar smoker, not a heavy cigar smoker, and I'm smoking a little too much now with being around the house as much as I am. But everything's good. Go to the wine cigar store, and they sometimes have cigar boxes. I grab them when I can. I know which ones to get now. These were older boxes I got a long time ago. When did I list these? Oh, maybe not. April. These don't usually go. The wooden ones sell really well. But I did okay, $26 free shipping. I probably made about $18 on these, maybe $15, which is fine. I got them for nothing. Grab them off the shelf, bring them home, list them 2 minutes, pack them a few minutes, and that's fine. Like again, I said, I get a lot of my stuff for nothing, so I paid nothing for these. I shipped them out free shipping because that's what most of the solds were doing that were being sold. And I tend to follow what sold items are doing. I'm not a big fan of free shipping, but I do use it when I can. I try not to use it when I'm doing consignment items because it messes up the matrix of figuring out the fees and who gets what. But I prefer charging for shipping. I can make a few bucks on shipping, which is fine with me. Let me go over how I do my listings. The title is obviously not. I'm not worried about grammar. I'm worried about keywords. I'm worried about what people are looking for on eBay and Google Shopping. Every day, eBay uploads their items up to Google Shopping, and it's very important for you to be searchable on both of them. I have the number 3 and then the word 3 there. Some people search on either one of those. If you have room, put them in there if you're selling multiples. Also stress it's an empty cigar box. I also use the condition description when I can, if it's available. It's always good to use that. I basically have the same information here as I have in the description, you'll see. Price is fair. Sometimes I price a little bit more than what solds are, and I usually sell it anyway. Fast and free shipping, obviously free shipping. Using PayPal. Pictures are all done on my phone. The background is a Dollar Tree poster board and another board. Obviously, some of the background is a little dirty, but that's okay. It's a white background. Google and eBay love white backgrounds. There is a background changer thing in the eBay app on your phone. I personally think it makes the item look fake, and I can never get it to work right. Nothing against eBay, nothing against app. I just put my stuff on a white background if I can. If you can, if you only can have one picture, then make the first picture with the white background. That's what they're really looking for on both of them. Let me scroll down here. Gosh, I'm all over the place here today. Description, use your item specifics, very important. eBay and Google like item specifics. This is what people are searching on. When you go down, you'll see a drop-down menu next to your item specific. Try and pick something in there. If not, put your own in. You can create your own item specifics, but you're best to use what's out there. My description is basically a copy of what was in the condition description, short and sweet. People don't read anymore. They look at pictures. And I try and do the best pictures I can. I always have the measurements of these boxes, the last 3 or 4 pictures, so people know that. And I try and stress that or state that in my description, and I haven't had a problem with that yet. Shipping, I'm using global shipping, which is eBay's version of international shipping. All I have to do is get it to Kentucky, eBay's site down there, and once they get it and it's packed properly and mailed properly, I'm out of the picture. Get lost, stolen, broken, eBay refunds everybody, and nobody loses anything. If I were to do international shipping, I'd be responsible for the whole item till it gets there. I've heard pros and cons of a global shipping program, GSP. I've had people sit with me and show me the cons and whatever. They believe people are paying too much taxes. Whatever, I don't know. It works for me. It makes it easier for me to ship globally. If you're not shipping internationally, you're leaving money on the table. Either use global shipping or ship international and get your items out there to the world. I'm doing economy shipping. That allows me, when I pick economy, that allows me to use any option on that eBay offers: post office FedEx, post office priority, flat rate FedEx, all FedEx options, all post office options. If I were to pick priority shipping, I'd have to use post office priority to be protected by eBay. If for some reason I pick priority and pick FedEx and there was a problem, eBay may not back me up in a problem there. 30-day returns, that's normal today. Let's go to the next item. I'm trying to go as fast as I can here for you guys because these videos are getting quite long. Remember that barn find I told you a couple of weeks ago? A friend of mine called me. Great story here. This is another reason I stress, tell everybody what you're doing, everybody over and over again what you're doing. Hey, I sell on eBay, whatever's new, used, you sell on Amazon, new, used, you got private label on Amazon, I don't care. Tell everybody, people will remember it. And this is where I get a lot of my items for free without spending one dime. I get all this stuff for free. This guy called me up. I've known this guy since 2005. His wife always wanted to sell on eBay, never really had to get going. I understand that. I was the same way for years. And she finally got going a little bit. And then she went to my class I had in September. I had eBay here, Brian Burke and Worth Point, Dana from Worth Point, and the owner of Worth Point were here in Raleigh. Great class, had about 60 people here. She attended that, and that ignited a spark in her, and now she is on fire. She goes to the thrift store at least twice a week, and she lives about 45 minutes outside of town, so she's making these trips, and she's making decent money doing it, and she feels great selling on eBay. So this guy calls me up. He says, hey, there's a neighbor up the street that's tearing down a barn, and there's some stuff in it. Do you want to come look at it? Well, I was almost in my car that minute, but I couldn't because it was 8 o'clock at night. So I went the next morning. It was almost like an American Pickers type thing. There was junk all over the place. A lot of big items, a lot of huge items, a lot of stuff I didn't want to deal with. But I did pick out some great things. I think I probably made about $200, $300 off of this barn find already. Vices are hot, believe it or not. You wouldn't think they are, but they are. People collect these things. I have no idea. I'm not a Vice guy. I don't know. I just sell things on eBay. This took me a little while to look up to verify what it was, what the model number was. I had to do a lot of Google searches. Google, Worth Point is great. Worth Point's actually really, really good. It's a paid service, but it's really, really good. Lots of information. And Terapeak is within eBay. You can do search through Terapeak. I just did a Google search on this and found the model number, did an image search and found a model number, took all my pictures. There's a picture of that, pretty bad. It's a Colombian guy was happy. He got it within a couple of days, sent it out FedEx. So there is free money out there. People just tell everybody what you're doing. I probably made $42 because it went to Ohio or Virginia. And how I packed this was I got a heavy duty box from Lowe's or Home Depot, the small box, and I found some mattress foam. I had some foam. People give me all sorts of stuff. Laid a big thick piece of foam on the bottom of the box, laid this on its side, foam on the sides, foam on the top. Used my box sizer tool to cut down the box, fold down the box, and it was out of here. It was very heavy. I also write heavy on the box when something's heavy, so the carriers know it's heavy. Next item, something else from the barn that I found, a thrower, a clay pigeon thrower. Actually, the guy only wanted from this that spring and that end. He contacted me a week before he bought it. He said, I want just those pieces. Can you ship me those pieces? I'll pay the whole price. I said, great. Took them off. I said, I got them off. He said, what can you do for shipping? I'm thinking to myself, you said you'd pay the whole price, but it's fine. I ended up sending them out in a padded flat rate envelope. I think they went up to California. So I charged them $8. It cost me $7.30 to ship them out in a padded flat rate envelope. So that was a good sale. Another cigar box. Did not make a lot of money on this, but good. We're cool. Went out first class. Wrapped it in some foam. Put it in a poly envelope. And it went out first class. Probably made about $6 on that. It was a quick sale. Boxes. There used to be a time, I don't know, please don't hold me to this. It used to be a no-no selling these boxes, but I'm seeing more and more of these boxes available on eBay. There were all sorts of theories before that people were putting used items in these boxes and selling them as new. And that's why it was a big no-no. I have no idea. This was my wife's. We found it on a shelf, and I went, what are you going to do with this? She was nothing. I said, let me sell it on eBay. And I sold it for $10. It went out internationally. I forget where it went, but I did use global shipping program. First class, slap a label, Kentucky, here we go. And it went right down there. I don't know what country it's going to. I always try and look at the invoice to see where it's going to, but I forgot this time. So $10 for an empty box. Not bad. Okay, here's an example of a screw up I did. I'm an open book, transparent. Look at the title. iPhone S6 Plus. Okay, cool. It's an S6 Plus box. Great. I think I'll buy it. I have an S6 Plus. I'm trying to sell, or I want the box for my phone. Great. Great picture. Look at that back of that box. What's this picture here? iPhone 6S. Oh no, I messed up. This is where you got to be very careful when you're using this option. When you see a listing already out there like yours, and you do sell now, and you don't look at the title really good, and you miss the plus. Guy contacts me the minute he gets it. He said, this is not a 6 Plus box. I went, oh, darn it. I said, I'll refund you immediately. He goes back with some, does that mean you don't have a 6 Plus box? I said, no, I don't. And I refunded immediately, and I just moved on. Returns used to drive me crazy, used to upset me, used to ruin my whole day. No matter what the return was, I'm not returning. I want the item back. I just refund people anymore. And I've refunded some serious money just to refund them and move on, because, like, it was my mistake. This one was my fault. I mean, item not as described. That's pretty clear there. So just be careful when you're using a sell as. Make sure you're looking at your title. Used refrigerator parts. This was a refrigerator sold at a thrift store near the dumpster a long time ago, way back in August of 2019. So these are what they call long tail sales. They will sit in your store or your eBay account for a long time before you sell any of them. And it seems like every time I'm out in my inventory and I touch these things, I sell one. So I got to touch them more, I guess. This one went out to California. I made went out $11.99, I think, went out FedEx actually. How did I ship this? I wrapped it in bubble wrap and wrapped cardboard around that, and then just sort of wrapped the cardboard around, Frankensteining a box around it. Took the pictures. I always take a picture of the model tag on the appliance as the last picture if I can. They are found on refrigerators, or either found on the inside edge of the door, on the inside of the door when you open it up, or on the inside refrigerator where the hinges are on that side, usually in the middle shelf area. You'll see it. Might have to clean it off to get a good picture, but So I sell probably about one every 3 weeks of these. One of these or a shelf, a bin for the door. So I pull all the shelves and all the bins off the refrigerators when I can. If I see they'll sell on eBay. There's a lot of money in parts, people, and they're easy to get. Again, I paid nothing for those. Here's another consignment item. This is really cool. A friend of mine that got me into doing consignment on eBay because I was working at a big box store with a beginning with a W, and I was really down and needing money really, really bad. I got 2 little kids at home working there at night. He said, just start selling on eBay. He goes, here's some stuff. And I went, eBay. So I finally got my button gear and started selling on eBay and left that job and was able to make enough money doing eBay to make up for that income. And then it just grew and grew over the years. Well, his friend called me up a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, I've got all this stuff. I've got this Sleep Number bed I don't want anymore. I'm thinking, I could sell the bed. I know people buy used beds. Hey, whatever. I've bought used mattresses in the past too when I was younger. No worries. And I thought I could probably get about $400 or $500 for this thing, but how am I going to ship it? I don't leave it set up in my garage. I said, I'm just going to part it out. So I sold the remotes. There were 2 remotes. I sold each remote for $79 each. I sold the pump for $69 plus all this is plus shipping. And I sold 2 of these, this one and another one you'll see, for $89. This one I mistakenly did free shipping, which adds a fiasco with the calculation matrix of my consignment. So I probably ate a few dollars on this. I probably ate about $5. Just I didn't want to figure out the shipping. I made enough money from the guy. He's happy with everything. And this is another one of those perfect consignment people because he says, just get whatever you can for it. I say, I sell things at market value. He went, good. I really don't care. I just want the stuff out of my house. Just get what you can for it, and that's fine. Perfect consignment client. You don't want people that give you this pen and say, my grandfather wrote with this pen every day for 9 years. It's worth $2 million. No, it's worth market value of what a pen is. Doesn't matter who used it. Well, I mean, if like George Washington or something used it, that's different. But I'm just saying, things sell at market value. I try and get the most I can for my items, but most of the time they sell at market value. So I did really good on this. I sold this one, and then during that same night, because if I'm home, um, I'll just stop what I'm doing and just go ship something because I don't want to deal with it in the morning. Okay, I sold that, and as I was packing that, I sold this, another item off of a trimmer. This is the end where you attach different attachments to. And I sell tons of these, and I'm selling multiples, and I always have. Let's look down here, and I'll show you what I put when I'm selling multiples. In good shape, please note I have multiples of these items, so your item may not look like the one in a listing, will function the same, which means it could be this black one, it could be just a red one, it could be a green one, it could be whatever color, but it will have all these same options on it. So I don't make a lot of money on these. Again, another free item. Then when I was doing small engine repair, I used to get tons of trimmers, and I would part them out and sell the parts. And I am literally out of parts just about. I had a scrap guy pick up everything a couple of months ago, thinking I'd be done with them, and I wish I didn't have to pick up everything because there were still some good parts on there. But whatever. So like I said, I sold the bladder. I sold this that night. I sold cigar boxes that night again. These go better in pairs. These Padron boxes, you can sell them singly, by themselves, singly. Whatever, you can sell them by themselves for about $11.99 free shipping. You're not making a lot of money, but once you go into multiples, you're making decent money. I probably made about $14 on these. I think these still went out first class. They are pretty light. The wooden boxes like these they sell real quick. Who are using these cigar boxes? People that collect marbles. People make musical instruments out of them, make guitars out of them. They do all sorts of different things with them. Whenever I get somebody questioning me about a cigar box, I answer them and I always say, hey, what are you going to do with this? Just so I know, because I need to start putting those, I need to start putting that in my descriptions. So for keywords, so people can find them that way too. Again, I have the measurements at the end. So that's 3 items or 4 items I sold that night. And then voila, I sold the other one that same night. So it was a good night. It was a great night for consignment. But and this is done on my driveway. They were pretty much clean. A little bit of dirt I tried to wipe off the best I could. They went out. I think they both went out FedEx. They went out in a heavy duty box, a little Lowe's or Home Depot small box. And I trimmed it down, folded it over, and it's out of here. And I'm sure they got them all. This is our last item, another consignment item. As you can see, it's a low dollar item. I sell anything and everything for any price, just about. If I can make a couple bucks off of something and it's a quick ship, quick list, quick ship, I will sell it. Average prices go from anywhere from a couple bucks up to about $40. I do get the gems, 100, 200, 300, 500. Those are far and few between. This was a consignment item from a shop that was shutting down the town over from me. And guy called me up out of the blue and said, hey, you want to buy these items? I was like, not really. So we decided to do a consignment, and I'm selling the parts slowly but surely. The books are selling, but the parts are very slow tail sales, what they call them. Made about $5 off of this quick ship. It's fine with me. And that is about it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out with your eBay sales. Please like it if it helped you out. Please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm always trying to give you tips and tricks. And that training video will be in the link, the dollar video. Please get that. It's only $1 and it never will expire. So you guys can look at it anytime. And it is chock full of great, great information. Hey, I want to thank you for watching. Please be safe out there. Wear your mask if you must. Stay inside if you're older like I am. Just hit 60 years old this year. Whatever. All right, guys. You have a good day.